Welcome to the Confidence in You podcast, designed to help you build confidence and create positive, lasting change in your life. And here's your host, Helen Luxford.
Hi, and welcome back to the podcast, and thanks again for being here. Today's episode is all about one of the most powerful and often overlooked things, the choices we can make. And specifically today, we're talking about saying yes to yourself. As women, especially those of us balancing careers, families, and personal appointments, which, let's face it, is all of us, we often fall into the trap of putting ourselves last. And today we're going to talk about why saying yes to yourself is the most empowering choice that you can make. Let's kick things off with a powerful quote. You are always one decision away from a totally different life. Now, this quote is from an unknown author, but its message is powerful. Think about that from the moment. You are always one decision away from a totally different life. One choice, one yes to yourself could change everything. But why is it that we so often hesitate to prioritize ourselves? So let's look at 4 reasons why this might be. Number 1, why we struggle to say yes to ourselves. Well, the reality is that many of us have been conditioned to believe that putting others first makes us better women, mothers, parents, partners, friends, whatever it might be. There's this narrative that self-care is selfish, that we're somehow less valuable if we prioritise our own needs. But here's the truth. Saying yes to yourself is not selfish. It is absolutely essential, because you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're not making yourself a priority, how can you show up fully for anyone else? Think of this. Think of a person who is running herself ragged, working late, taking care of her family, always saying yes, yes, yes to everyone around her, to everyone else but herself. Well, guess what? If anyone continues to do that, they'll end up burnt out and potentially resentful. Not because they don't love their family, but because they're exhausted from never stopping to fill up their own cup. Never stopping to get a service for themselves. If you had a car that you never serviced, the engine would seize up, and our bodies and our mind and our soul is exactly the same. We need to start allowing time for ourselves to refill ourselves with energy, with soulfulness, with healthiness, with whatever we need to just refill. And when you start saying yes to yourself, whether it's carving out time for a morning walk or treating yourself to a solo cup of coffee, everything can change. And when it does, you'll become a happier person in yourself, a better mother, partner, parent, friend, colleague, and you'll feel more fulfilled in your life. So think about it. What is something small that you can say yes to for yourself, just for you this week? Something that'll help refill your cup. What is it for you, I wonder? Whatever it is, carve out a little bit of time to bring that or more of that into your life. Number 2, the power of prioritising your well-being. So let's be real. Life is busy and there's always someone or something demanding your attention. But here's the key. When you say yes to yourself, you're really saying yes to your well-being, your energy, and your happiness. And it's not about grand gestures or massive lifestyle changes or telling everyone that you're doing it. Often it's just the small, intentional decisions that matter most. And it might be something as simple as saying yes to taking a break when you need it. And that's a decision you make internally. And you just take yourself away and have a little bit of quiet time. Saying yes to investing in your personal growth, whether that's reading a book, taking a course, or seeing a coach. Or saying yes to an extra hour of sleep because you need it. You need the rest. You're worn out. These aren't selfish acts. They are empowering choices that honour your needs and help you show up as the best version of yourself. And when you prioritise yourself and ask for help if you need it, whether that be from your partner, your kids, your parents, your family, your friends, your colleagues, or you recruit paid help to help you, you're saying yes to you. And when you say yes to you, you ultimately say yes to those you love because you're looking after you, and this has a ripple effect on your relationships and how you engage with those you love. If you're run ragged with washing and cleaning and getting the house in order, is there some way that you could get some help with that? Can you delegate chores to the family? Can you pay for a cleaner to come in once a fortnight, once a month to help you so that then you have the time to spend doing the things that you really, really want to, that will fill up your cup, that will allow you to have the time with those that you love? How can you reorganize something to prioritize your well-being? Give that some thought and come up with an idea just for you. So now let's look at number 3, how to start saying yes to yourself. So how do you start saying yes to yourself when it feels like everything else is pulling you in different directions? Firstly, it begins with permission. Give yourself permission to prioritize your well-being. And this might mean saying no to other things, or not yet to other things that drain you, things that don't serve your happiness, things that don't help you prioritize your self-care. It might be that setting boundaries around your time is what's needed, and we'll talk more about that in future episodes. But start small. Choose one area of your life where you're going to make yourself a priority. Maybe it's setting aside 10 minutes of quiet time for yourself each morning before the day begins. Maybe it's at the end of the evening before you go to bed. Maybe it's lunchtime, whatever it is for you. Maybe it's saying yes to a yoga class, or a long bath, or a walk, or reading a book, or anything that allows you to rest and recharge. The point is to take a step, no matter how small, toward doing something for yourself, saying yes to you, saying yes to your own well-being. What is it for you? What's coming into your mind right now that you're thinking about you'd love to do? And take a step, no matter how small, towards bringing that into your life, because you really do deserve it. Now, I mentioned this earlier. Number 4 is the ripple effect of saying yes to you. When you start saying yes to yourself, something incredible happens. You set a new standard for how others treat you. You show them that you value yourself and your time and your needs, and that your needs matter. You also give other women permission to do the same, and you set an example for the young ones around you. And you show up with more energy, and that has a ripple effect. The more you prioritize yourself, the more energy and joy you have, and you have more to share with the people you love. And remember this, saying yes to yourself today can lead to a different life tomorrow. Saying yes to one small thing that you need today and building that into your life, and others accept it, and they just know that that's what you need. You need that time to recharge. And it's about creating a life that reflects your true desires, not one that's actually dictated by the demands and expectations of others, that they lay on the guilt trip and, oh, you've always done it, so why can't you do it now? Or it's selfish if you don't do it because you've always done it. It's not selfish. It's about creating a life and looking after yourself that matters. It's about finding joy in the choices that you make for yourself. So what's one choice you're going to make this week that is just for you? One thing. What is it this week? Just for you. Thank you again for tuning into this episode, and please share it with family and friends. I hope today's conversation inspires you to start saying yes to yourself, because when you do, you not only change your own life, but you also positively impact the lives of those around you. Until next time, remember that the choice you make to put yourself first is always a powerful one. And as always, remember it's okay to let your light shine. Until next time, bye for now.